Hello, everyone. Happy 25. Happy 2025. I was going to say happy 2024. I'm like, no. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. All right, so we're going to start the year off a little different. So, Black Pen episodes, they will come back in February, you all. So, I want to take the first month of the year and dedicate that to my home buying seminar. So let me just get it off the back. So if you've been listening to me all of 2024, thank you so very much. And you all knew how much I was against home buying seminars. And, I just wanted to make things easy. But after talking to a lot of my lender friends and things like that, I had to eat my own words. And so I am doing a home buying seminar. So it is called Conquering Home Buying Fears. And let me get the actual, let me see. Yes. So it is called Conquering Home Buying Fears, Unlocking the Doors to Your New Home. So let me go ahead and quickly introduce myself for those of you all that are new to me. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Latosca Asbury, and I am your trusted real estate agent and the proud author of Home Sweet New Home. You also, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see a little bit much as this, but we'll talk about that later. And you'll notice I'll be going up and down, up and down. And as a bonus, so you're going to get some bonus stuff. I am coming live from your new home. Matter of fact, let me show you the keys to your new home. So we talking about unlocking the door to your new home. Here we are. And so yeah, so it's gonna be, I don't want to say a four-part series, but it's going to be I know it's going to be for January, and it might spill over into February. Who knows how that flows? But I know for sure it's going to be January. So what we'll be discussing for the whole month of January will be common home buying fears, owning versus renting. And the biggest piece, I saved the best for last, and I even talk about it in my book, is financing, because people still have questions about financing, the loans, the terms, the assistance programs, the grants and things like that. So I saved the best for last. But far as today, we're going to talk about the common home buying fears, and I am reading from my paperwork. So this is my actual notes. And so let's see. I understand that buying a home is a big investment, and there are many layers and moving parts. 'Cause I'm on the same internet you are on. I'm on the same platforms you are on as well, and so I hear and see those things as well. And I just want to come in and address those things. It might not get all addressed in this one, but it'll eventually get answered as we move on. So, the goal of this session is to provide practical advice and strategies to help buyers overcome their fears and make confident decisions, you all, because we don't want you all to just go out there and buy any old thing. We want you to have the right strategy, being armed with the right education that you need to buy your home. So we're going to go over the common fears, because there are fears. And so let's go over those common fears. And number one is financial concerns. So fear of not being able to afford a home, or unexpected expenses. And pre-approval is so important, you all. So be sure to get pre-approved. And so that will tell you, because I see people, they go out and do the complete opposite. Because I have conversations with my relative friends and I say, I see, well, to us, because when they're not under agreement with us, they are considered customers. So I see, and I don't like the word customers, and so I see buyers out, they look at the houses first and then want to come and get pre-approved. But my philosophy don't have to be your philosophy, but my philosophy is get pre-approved first, so therefore you can see what it is the bank is going to allow you to have, and then go out and start looking at homes, because you don't want to be looking at $1 million home, and $1 million homes don't look like $1 million homes anymore. They look like regular houses, some of them, just depending on where they are at. And you don't want to be looking at that and the bank is only going to give you 500,000. We don't want to see you stressing out trying to buy a house for you and your family. So it's very important that you get the pre-approval first. Let's see. Worrying about taking on too much debt or increasing mortgage rates. So let me just go ahead and burst your bubble. There are not a lot of cheap homes, even in the areas that you think the homes should be cheap. They are not cheap. And if you were very faithful in watching my Black Pen episodes, go back and look at episode 27, and we talk about what makes up the cost of a house. And it is expenses attached to building a new home. And so we just have to get with the times. Just like when you go in the grocery store, eggs is $10. They didn't always used to be like that. So we just have to adjust to that. And yeah, I do. I agree with you. The mortgage rates they fluctuate a lot. And I know a lot of you all, not a lot of you all, but that's about the the best statement that I can come up with right now. But I know a lot of people are sitting back waiting for that 3% to come back. I have talked to countless lenders that 3% is not coming back at all. You all should have taken advantage of that opportunity when it presented itself. But the rates are the rates. They are out of the realtor's hands. They are out of the builder's hands. They are out of the seller's hands. They are out of the lender's hands. We do not set those rates. And, so I do agree with you. They fluctuate. And so people, worry about those. And again, worrying about taking on too much debt, because that is one of your biggest expenses, is the household. And again, you want to get pre-approved and see what it is that you qualify for. And if you have a specific budget that you want to stay up under, it's important to stick with that. Just because the bank is going to pre-approve you for $500,000. I'm just playing with numbers. $500,000. That doesn't mean go out and get a home that's $500,000. You can find you a very nice home like the home I'm in now for way under $500,000 and still stay within budget. So again, a lot of that is just getting pre-approved, having just having conversations and decision making. And so we all want the perfect home. We all want the perfect neighborhood. You just have to do your research. I can't tell you where the perfect neighborhood is or the ideal neighborhood is. I really can't tell you that. You have to tell me. Now, this is for my business. You have to tell me some of your desired areas that you want to live in, and then we can take it from there. I can't go and tell you, oh, look at this, look at that, and this and that, because I do not want to steer you away if you had your mindset on staying in this neighborhood or this city or this and that. And again, I forgot to read my disclaimer, you all. So my disclaimer is I am licensed in the great state of Texas, and the information discussed in this video and other videos regarding real estate is information based. I'm talking about North Texas, Dallas, the surrounding areas of Dallas, because I noticed that it's a lot of people out there that talks about real estate, but they do not zero in on the area that they actually serve. So I want to start putting that disclaimer out there on the areas that I serve. And so this is based on information in North Texas. And I know you're going to hear different realtors in the North Texas area say different things. And that is okay too, because we all have that goal. We want to see you and your family get these keys, y'all. Get these keys. And let's see. So, fear of making long-term commitment or buyer's remorse, you all. So first thing to do is to pray, because that is a long-term commitment. But you know what? I think it's the same like apartments, because apartments now, they are going beyond that 12-month span. They used to be, the longest was 12. I think some of them are going out as far as 24 months or 36 months. I'm not for sure. Again, it just depends on the area as well. And buyer's remorse, I think that is normal to have that when you are purchasing something on this scale. I think it's normal to have those type of fears, and just pray about it, you all. That is it. Just pray about it. Tell God exactly how you feel about the situation. Tell God your plans, what it is that you are trying to do. You want to stop renting. Tell him about the economy. He knows about the economy. He knows that these prices are through the roof. He knows that these jobs don't pay based on the economy. Just break it down and just tell him what it is that you are trying to do, and that will ease some of that buyer's remorse. And again, it is good to do your research as well too. So don't just solely, put it on one person. It's good for you to do your research as well. Let's see, competitive market. So stressing over bidding wars and competition from other buyers. So, oops, I don't want to say that the bidding wars is over because there were bidding wars during the pandemic. But let me give you the whole story. So there were bidding wars on the resale side and a little bit maybe on the new construction side, but not as much as it was on the resale side. So there were bidding wars and families, buyers were getting outbidded by other buyers, but on the new construction side, just depending on which builder you chose, there was no bidding wars over there. And then on the new construction side, that's why my niche is new construction, because you don't have to worry about bidding wars. You put down your earnest money deposit. Well, I mean, you look around and see which home you like. You put down your earnest money deposit, and you go from there. And you don't have to. If there's no competition, the only competition on the new construction side is which builder is going to give you the better product. And so, far as like you're not going up against another buyer for a new home, there is enough new homes out there for you and them to get. So there is no bidding war and competition on the new construction side. Now, have the bidding wars begin? Not that I am aware of them. Now, we're still in the early stages of the year. And it says concern about missing out on a good deal. Yes, you also, again, if you have been following me on my Black Pen episodes, I have been out here building relationships with different lenders, because different lenders offer different things, and you would think, ooh, well, why is that? And so that's why it's a lot of confusion out here, because you have one lender that says this, one lender that says that, and I'm working on debunking that. That's why the financing part is going to be like the biggest piece, because I have questions. If I know you have questions, I have questions too. And so I just want to get those answered. And so what I have learned, houses, they appreciate, they don't depreciate. And so by waiting on houses to go down, you might be missing out. And so I'm gonna elaborate on that towards the end about when it's like the perfect time to buy. And so let's see, legal and contract obligation, contractual obligations. So confused about the paperwork and legal requirements involved. So do not forget, let me show you these contracts. And so this is for if you're going to buy an existing home. So contracts is involved in all real estate transactions. And so, and I keep saying I'm going to pick it up. Oh, I do have it. Oh, no, that's the buyer's rep agreement. I am so unorganized, you all, but Next time I'll have to find it because I don't want to keep you all long. But let me get back over here. So there are contracts that are involved, and they are not written by us. They are written by the attorneys of the real estate commission. And so if you do not understand something, feel free to reach out to your realtor. And if they cannot help you, feel free to reach out to uh, get legal advice on the contracts. Um, Anxiety about understanding terms and conditions or hidden clauses. Now, that is a great thing, the hidden clauses, because during the pandemic, there was a lot of hidden clauses that was not put up front. And that was like a problem. So yes, so be sure to again consult with your attorney or consult with your real estate agent about the different contracts and things that are involved in your transaction, because you want to be aware of what's going on. So let's see. Practical solutions and strategies. So, the importance of having a realistic budget and sticking to it. So, have a budget. So, have a budget in mind. And when I talk about the financing piece, I go over some of the things that you can do to save for a house. And get a pre-approval. That's about the best advice. So if you turn off this video, please, if you don't do nothing else, get a pre-approval so you can see what it is that you qualify for, and then go out and shop. Well, no, get in contact with a real estate agent, and my information will be below this video. So get in contact with a real estate agent. They will put you in the lender's hands. You will get a pre-approval letter. And then after the pre-approval letter comes through, then you can go out and shop for homes. And therefore, you don't waste too much time out there. So you already know what you qualify for. And also, on top of sticking to a budget, let's have a financial cushion for unexpected expenses, because who knows? Who knows what happens in a transaction? But still, you just want to have some money that is readily available. And again, I will break all of that down when we start talking about finances. And let's see, research and planning. So research the neighborhoods, you all, because you're going to at least be there for, I want to say, 5 to 7 years, maybe 10 years. So research the neighborhoods, know the trends, so know what's coming to that area. If you don't want to live by a grocery store, you know that you don't want to live by a school. Just research your areas. And here's another thing to do. So while we're researching and planning, so let's go ahead and create a what's your priorities versus your wish list. So the things that's just like absolute that you have to have, and then the things like, okay, I wish or I want or something like that. And so I wish it just would have been number one, professional guidance. So working with an experienced real estate agent, a mortgage person, and legal professionals. So you might have to, not all the time, because if you get you a good real estate agent who can walk you through that and where you can understand it. You won't need any legal advice. But the biggest two people that you need, the biggest two people, the main two people that you need in your transaction will be a real estate agent and a lender, you all. So let me share something with you. So I told you that I wanted to go back and talk about the fear of losing out on a good deal. So I received an email from NAR, so that's the National Association of Realtors. It's not realtor, it's realtors. That's what it is, realtors. And they sent me an email, and they send us emails about different information and things that we can share with you all. So I got an article from Keeping Current Matters. And so the name of the article was The Biggest Perks of Buying This Winter. So we're in the winter season, you all. So the biggest perks is sellers may be willing to negotiate. And so sellers also includes builders. So so when you hear me say sellers, that means sellers and builders. So they're willing to negotiate and lower prices. So the winter time is the best time to buy, according to Keeping Current Matters, because the homes do. So according to National Association of Realtors, homes sit longer in the winter because some buyers, I'm not gonna say all, some buyers, they're really not looking to buy a home in December because they're busy buying things, buying and getting ready for the holidays, and buying a home is sometimes not at the top of everyone's list. Even though they do want a home, but in December, that's just my opinion. That's not, my relative friends might not agree with me, but um buying a home in December or either close, let me say close to Christmas, people it's just not at the top of their list to buy a home. Not everybody. Now, some people are for it, and then you have some people that are not. But still, we need everybody on board to buy. And so, speaking of that, so so I am coming to you live from your new home. And so I have some wonderful incentives because I am out here in these new construction streets, because new construction is my niche. And so I am currently in, like I said, I am in your new home, and I don't even know. And I should give you all a tour of your new home. And so, as of right now, so this article has some truth to it. So the prices are typically lower. So builders are lowering their prices. Some of them are offering appliances. So yes, your home does not come with washer, dryers, refrigerators. Let's see what else. Blinds. And so you would think, well, why doesn't a house come with all of those things as much as they cost? Your guess is good as mine, but maybe I need to get them on here and see why doesn't a home come with washer, dryer, and a refrigerator? But they do come with a stove. They come with a microwave. come with a dishwasher, and uh, and so yeah, so they're giving great incentives, you all. And so I'm gonna put the information below this video. So I am in the suburbs of Fort Worth. So that's what I would call it, the suburbs. So I'm in the suburbs of Fort Worth. And before I close this out, let me go ahead and take you all on a tour of this home, because you know what? New year, new address. We're not going to let nothing stop us. We done already went through and we addressed the fears. And so on the next part two, we're going to talk about home ownership versus renting, because I know some of you all like, oh, well, it's better to keep on renting. Yeah, but we're going to show you some actual numbers. And so while I get things together, let me go ahead and introduce you to my book. So I wrote a book on new construction homes, the process, what all you get in here. I mean, what all you get in your home. I talk about the different areas where builders build at, and I made sure to add financing in this book as well, because I know, again, that's like the biggest piece that people have. And so I talk about credit inside of here too. So Home Sweet New Home is now available for pre-order. So go ahead and pre-order, because it will be officially launched January 14th. And so I will have the launch party on this same channel. So be sure to subscribe so Google can let you know that I am going live. And so, yes, you all. So go ahead and enjoy the shipping and the taxes on me. And it's a really short read, you all. So it's like 71 pages of great, great, great information, things that you won't hear most people say. And so I made sure that I put as chapter one the importance of having a real estate agent. And I talk about the new changes. Well, not like the new changes, but I talk about the two documents that has to be signed in order to move forward in a real estate transaction. So let me see if you all have some questions. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I don't know why my thing wants to act up. Okay, so let's see. Good afternoon. Okay, so what you asked the question, what is the difference? So let me take you on a tour. See what I'm saying? New year, new address. So this is the Augustina floor plan. And I will have all of that information at the bottom of this video. I want to make sure I keep all of this. So as soon as you come in, you got your, I was gonna say your coat closet. So you have your 2-car garage. Oh. So here is your living room and your dining space. So it's an open concept. So you will be able to design it however you see fit. And excuse my stuff. So here's your kitchen. So you have your stove. So this is an electric stove. So they use electric. This builder uses electric. So they got a light, so you don't have to necessarily pull this down when you're cooking. Just turn on that light and look in there. There's my book. See, and here's the spot. Here's the spot for your refrigerator. And I want to tell you this. So make sure you get with your builder and you get with your real estate agent, because you want to get the correct measurements for this space. You do not want to get an oversized refrigerator. So here's your dishwasher. This is real new. I don't want to come in there and tear up stuff. So you get 2 sinks, no form sinks. So you get to look out the window. I remember this. Growing up, my mom would wash dishes and look out the window. This right here brings back so many memories. Let me step back so you all can see that. Yeah, so you can look out. Let's take a look outside. Let's look at your butler pantry. So here's your butler's pantry. So here's your backyard. So this is enough space here. And this is a 2-story. Make sure. And make sure I look at this. All right, so let's come on in here and check out. Oh, I love this. Look at all of this. So I'm going to give you all the information. This is really cute. I like that. And there's your thermostat. It's 70 degrees in here. Let's see what's in here. So here's your guest bathroom. Here's some more space. More storage. Oh, and here's some more storage. Let me see, where's the light at for this one? No, that's for that. I don't know where the light is for that one. All right, let's go upstairs and see the other 3 bedrooms. This is cute. Here's your flex space. This is really nice. Here's another thermostat. Here's the bathroom. Oh, this is nice. Got your walk-in closets. Let's see. These are nice. Now the children, they are going to be fighting over who's going to get the room with the walk-in closet. And here is your laundry room. This is very spacious. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So the kids can have the top half of the house and you have the bottom half of the house. This is really nice. Flex space. The 3 rooms is down the hallway. And one of the rooms come with a walk-in closet. Let's see. Let me not cut on all of these lights. So a lot of ideas come to mind. A lot of ideas. It's like, oh man, the TV could be on the wall right there. Just so much stuff come to my mind when I walk into these new homes. So let me see. All right, but she did give me some information. And I am going to give a round of applause to the builder for allowing me to come on in and do this. And so let's see. I do not know. Let me get the right information before I start just saying anything. All right. Sorry about that brief hold. Okay, so we just toured Augustina floor plan. So it's a a 2-story, 4-bedroom, uh, 3-bath, 2-car garage, 2,100 square feet. And it is going for, wait on me to put it at the bottom. So, all right, you all. So I hoped you enjoyed conquering home buying fears, unlocking the doors to your new home. So hopefully you enjoyed addressing the common fears. I'm gonna tell you my short story as I get ready to get up out of here. So when I was looking for a home, and I want to say 2017 or 2018, I was in the market looking for a home. And I was just looking for a starter home. I wasn't looking for nothing too fancy. I just wanted to no longer rent, because at that time my rent was $1,000, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot." From way back in like the early 2000s, rent was like, man, it wasn't $1,000. And so I was, looking into, like I said, I was looking into that, and I had to get some things in order, because I was like, okay, I have a better job. I don't want to waste my money renting, because when you start calculating up the math, it's going to equal up to, let's say, my rent was $1,000, which it was $1,000. Multiply that by 12, that's $12,000. I'm like, well, okay, I could put that $12,000, towards something that I own. And so, fear did kick in. Fear kicked in, and I was like, well, ooh, what if I get this house and I lose my job? That was my thing. I was like, if I get it, I'm gonna lose this job, and then I'm gonna lose this money, and I'm gonna lose this house. How can I call in and tell the bank, oh, y'all just gave me this house, and then y'all gonna have to take it back, and blah 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 blah. And so, because when get something new. I'll just say that. So when you get something new, whether it's a house or a car, all hell break loose at your job. I don't care what level you are at your job. So if you at the entry level or you are either at the executive level, I really don't too much know about the executive level, but I'm just saying, speaking from being at the entry level, get something new and watch all hell break loose at your job. All of a sudden, you getting written up, and write-ups stay on your. It stays in your file for like 12. I was gonna say 12 years. It do seems like that sometimes, just depending on what they write up. But write-ups stay in your file for 12 calendar years. So say you get written up in December. So say you get your keys. So you get your keys and wait a minute. Yeah. So say you get those good old keys and you get a write up in December. And here we are in January. So you, in your mind, you got to tell yourself, okay, I got to come in here and get on the good foot because this write-up does not fall off to December 2025. God, I can't afford to, mess up and get no write-ups. I can't, I just got this house. I just got this car. I need this. I need this car, I need this house. I'm tired of renting and things like that. And why things happen like that, I don't know. I was told that people are jealous of you. And it's like, well, well, how are you jealous of me when we work in the same job and we paying the same bills? And I don't understand how you are jealous of somebody, especially if y'all working the same job, making the same money, or or are you making more money than me and I really don't know it. But so I understand your fears. I really do. I understand them because I had them, because I was like, ooh, because it's a big commitment. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's not a big commitment. And I was just like, man, if I get this and I turn around and lose my job, and because I had it all written out, you all. So I said 2019, December 2019. That's what I had on my planner, that I was going to walk into my house 2019, because I knew that I had to get some things in order. I knew I had to save. I knew I had to get my credit together. And so those things take time. Things just don't happen overnight. And bam, lo and behold, got fired just like that. Just like that. So, so I know, the fears are there, but we got to work through the fears, because sometimes, like they say, and I don't want to believe in it, what we concentrate on, what we give our attention to happens, or whatever that cliche is. So yeah, so I do understand your fears. I really truly do. I understand about not having enough money to bring to the table. I understand about seeing the prices of these homes, and there's really nothing we can really do about the prices of these homes, because it's expenses that go with homes, building a home. Um, we do have to have a budget in play. I mean, in place. We do have to in play. We do have to have a budget in mind, and it is some things that we do have to stop doing, and unless it are Lord have mercy, getting tripped up on my words. So there are some things that you are going to have to put on hold until you get the house. Now, I'm not saying don't do it again, but just put it on hold until you get the home. So, all right, you all, I am not going to hold you long, because I'm trying to work on staying with in an hour of all of this. So, next time we will talk about home ownership, versus renting. And so I'm working on getting the price of a home and getting a price of some apartments. I'm talking about the fancy apartments. Getting a price of each of those, and then just doing the breakdown of those so you can see how everything comes out to play. And I know, you know, because I have the same thoughts that you have when it comes to buying too, because it does look like it's cheaper to put down $1,000 on an apartment versus putting down uh bringing $20,000 to the table. It it really does. It looks easier, but in all actuality, you know, it really not. So we're going to break those down, and I appreciate you all joining me on this tour. And so I'm going to put the information down below about this particular home right here. So you all have a wonderful day. School will be starting very, very soon. So everyone have a great semester. Congratulations to class of 2025. So I have a few cousins that are coming out this year. Congratulations to you all, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye bye.